At first, she didn't care when you pulled away. She thought you would come back, like always. But then silence hit her harder than any argument. No message, no reaction, no attention. That's when her mind began to spin. That's when she started missing you. This video explains the deep psychology behind why women start missing the man they once took for granted. You'll understand how emotional absence rewires attraction and why your silence becomes more powerful than your words. Stay until the end to discover what triggers her regret and what you must do when she finally comes back, confused by her own emotions. Number 1. The comfort addiction. When you were always available, she felt safe. She got used to your voice, your texts, your presence. You became her daily dose of emotional comfort. She didn't value it because it was constant. Psychologists call this habituation. The brain stops reacting to what's always there. Your consistency turned into background noise. You gave her emotional stability, but she mistook it for weakness. She thought you'd never leave, so she didn't try to keep you. But the day you stopped showing up, her mind felt a sudden emptiness. That's when the withdrawal began. She didn't miss you yet. She missed the comfort you gave. Humans crave familiarity, and when that comfort is gone, the brain enters a panic state. It starts replaying moments, looking for the last place it felt safe. That's when she replays you. Your silence now becomes louder than your presence ever was. That's how the cycle begins. Number 2, the ego disruption. Most women believe that the man who gives effort will always stay. It feeds their ego, confirming they're desired, admired, and in control. But when you detach, when you stop chasing and simply disappear, it disrupts that belief system. Her ego can't process the sudden loss of control over your attention. So she starts asking herself silent questions. Did he move on? Did he lose interest? Is there someone else? Those questions echo in her mind at night. It's not love yet. It's confusion. The same ego that once ignored you now fights for validation. She checks your profile, your online status, even your stories. Every time she doesn't see a sign of you, her anxiety grows. She used to feel power in your attention. Now she feels powerless in your silence. That is ego disruption, the emotional reset that starts the missing phase. Number 3, the mirror effect. Women subconsciously mirror the energy of the man they're emotionally attached to. When you were open and expressive, she mirrored peace. When you withdrew, she mirrored uncertainty. Now, she starts feeling the same void you once felt. Your absence becomes her mirror. Every moment she ignored you comes back as a reflection. She wonders what you're thinking, what you're doing, who's giving you that energy now. The more she imagines, the deeper the emotional hook becomes. Because imagination is more powerful than memory. When a woman's mind starts imagining what she's lost, her emotions exaggerate it. You become more attractive in her mind than you ever were in reality. That's the mirror effect. Her own emotions turning against her through the energy you once gave freely. Number 4, the respect trigger. Respect is born from boundaries. A woman cannot respect a man she emotionally controls. But when you pull away not from anger, but from peace, she senses something new. It's not manipulation. It's maturity. You stopped explaining. You stopped begging to be understood. You moved with calm certainty. That silence challenges her ego and awakens her respect. Because true masculine energy isn't loud. It's composed. And that composure reminds her of what she overlooked. Now, when she replays past moments, she doesn't see the man who chased. She sees the man who had the strength to walk away. That's when regret enters. And that regret, slowly, becomes respect. Number 5, the scarcity principle. Scarcity creates value. It's a psychological law that governs every form of desire. When your presence becomes rare, her perception of you changes. You were once accessible. Now, you're distant. You were once a choice. Now, you're a mystery. And the human brain desires what feels limited. When she no longer has your time or attention, her mind idealizes the past. She forgets the dull days. She remembers your calm voice. She forgets your flaws. She remembers your warmth. This selective memory makes her believe she lost something irreplaceable. Now, every man she meets is unconsciously compared to you. They might be more charming or attractive, but they lack your emotional gravity. You become the invisible standard she can't replace. And that's when she starts missing not just your presence, but the peace that came with it. 6. The emotional echo. Even if she finds someone else, your energy lingers. It stays in the small details, the songs she skips, the routes she avoids, the silence she feels at night. That's called an emotional echo. Every deep emotional experience leaves a vibration in memory. And no matter how much she distracts herself, certain triggers will bring you back. It could be a scent, a phrase, or a random reminder of your discipline and calmness. Other men will try to connect, but she will subconsciously measure them against you. That comparison keeps her emotionally anchored to the man who walked away. Because detachment leaves a deeper mark than desperation ever could. When you vanish without resentment, you occupy space in her mind she can't fill. That's the echo she lives with, your emotional fingerprint on her psyche. Now she scrolls through your old texts. She replays your voice messages. She wonders why the man she once ignored feels so heavy on her mind. But what she doesn't realize is that you've already transformed. You are no longer emotionally dependent. You've learned to be still. Your peace is no longer negotiable. While she tries to revive the old version of you, you've become something different. Detached, centered, stoic. That's when she truly loses you. Because once a man learns the power of emotional control, he never goes back to chasing validation. He doesn't need to prove his worth. He lives it. And that silent strength is what makes you unforgettable. If you're a man learning how to master silence, control emotion, and embody stoic strength, subscribe to Stoic 95. Here, we teach the psychology of detachment, power, and inner peace. Because once you understand the female mind, you stop reacting and start leading. Silence speaks louder than effort. And when you learn to stay calm while the world seeks your reaction, you've already won.